So the people who have the greatest ideas and execution plan would be the winners as opposed to the best coders. Is that?
I think that will happen everywhere. That's not just for coding. That will happen in movies. That will happen in music. That will happen in law. That will happen in manufacturing. Everywhere. If we don't learn how can we leverage the AI to make us 10 times, 20 times more productive, and make us focus on the creative aspects of our jobs versus the mundane, repeatable parts of our jobs, then we will fall behind. So this is a true statement across all jobs. Like that is going to be happening over the next 5 years.
So that is probably a very good segue into your current startup, Vectara. So tell us, I understand what Vectara does, but for a layperson out there who's listening, what does Vectara do?
Yeah. So I'll give you three definitions in varying levels of difficulty. Meaning the first definition is going to be very, very layman, very high level. You don't have to be an engineer to understand what we do. The second definition is a bit more technical. And then the third definition is very, very technical. So the first definition in terms of what we enable is you to build an AI assistant for any business use case that you have inside your organization. This is really what we're about. We allow you to upload the data around that application. And then you have a prompt on the other end that allows you to ask questions and get very smart responses around that data. Today, it's focused on what we call AI assistance, meaning we are reading the information and giving you back the response. The response could be a document, could be an answer, could be a draft, could be a web page, whatever. That's what we give you back today. And I call that passive, right? It's passive mode where the AI is simply giving you information in a new form that you leverage to do work. AI agents, which is we're very, very quickly moving towards that, are about read-write. So not only am I reading the information and giving you back an answer, I'm performing actions now based on that answer, right? Or I'm performing actions to get you more information to provide you a better answer. So to give you a layman example that maybe communicates that definition, think of an HR app like Workday. Workday is an app that many organizations in the world leverage to manage HR within their companies. Today, to take a vacation in Workday is very hard. You have to go read the manual to figure out what to put in different forms because you're afraid you're going to make a mistake. And it can take you 5-6 minutes to do something that should be finished in no time. So as an AI assistant, what will happen is you will have a nice box sitting with you within that application where you can ask, I want to take a vacation. What do I do? And then the AI assistant will tell you exactly the steps you need to go through to complete that task, right? But you have to complete your task yourself. So that's what we call AI assistants. And that's the current mode that most organizations are at right now, is enabling these AI assistants that tell us the steps. The future, however, is AI agents. So the AI agents will do the work for you. So when I say, how can I take a vacation in that chat box, the chat box will respond back. Instead of telling you how to take it, it will respond back and say, I can do that for you. When are you leaving? Say, I'm leaving on this day. When are you coming back? I'm coming back at this day. What's the reason why you're taking vacation? From my paid time off. Thank you very much. Vacation filed, right? So that's going to be the future we're moving in, where all of the apps around us will be completely working with us in the same way that we work with each other, meaning just by regular English or Arabic or Chinese or whatever communication, right? Just say what you want, written or spoken. So that's the first definition. So we are about AI assistants and AI agents. Now I'm going to step down, as I said, in terms of definitions. Now, if you're going to be deploying AI assistants and AI agents within your organization as a business, so now I'm talking to the business users, one of the key things that business users need to be aware of is that these large language models today hallucinate a lot, right? So unaided hallucination, meaning when you don't give them the data with the response, can be as high as 60%, meaning 60% of the responses you're getting back have something in it that's not factual, that is made up. And that can be very, very dangerous in a business context. Obviously, if you're a lawyer or a bank or a doctor, you just can't have that. There was many stories last year about lawyers actually losing their jobs and getting disbarred because they used ChatGPT without double checking the outputs from ChatGPT. So that's the number one problem that we solve, is we solve the accuracy and hallucination problem to give you the confidence that the responses you're getting back from the system are correct answers. And we call that trusted GenAI, right? So GenAI, so it's the second definition. So the first definition is AI assistance for business. The second definition is trusted GenAI. So it's GenAI that gives you trusted responses that you can rely on as a business, and that also does security, explainability, and many of the other aspects that require in any business that would be leveraging technology like this. And then the third definition for the technical folks like you is we are RAG as a service. We are Retrieval Augmented Generation as a service. We give you a very simple API where you can upload your documents on one end of the system. And then on the other end of the system, you can issue any prompt or any query you would like. And the system takes care of everything in the middle for you. Finding the right needles in the haystack, retrieving the right needles in the haystack, meaning the right passages and paragraphs and all of the documents you uploaded, re-ranking all of these. So I have another model that re-ranks all of these facts in the right order. And then we pass all of these facts to the generative model, which then produces the response with proper explainability and citations while minimizing hallucinations. And then for added protection, we have a final model that's called the hallucination detection model that checks these responses for accuracy and gives you a score for every response, telling you this response is perfect. You can send this back to your end users. You can file this legal draft. You're not going to get fired. Or no, this response, you should read it more carefully. Something might be off in there.